Welcome to our 5 on 5. Pleased to be joined today by Carma Mornarich, the Executive Director of the Cow Creek Foundation. Thank you so much for being here. How are you today?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
My pleasure. It's great to have you. So I guess before we talk about specifically your role with the foundation as the head of it, of course, what does the foundation do?
Well, the Cow Creek Foundation, we give grants twice a year in counties in southwestern Oregon that include Coos, Deschutes, Douglas, Jackson, Josephine, Klamath, and Lane counties. And we give approximately, well, it's just shy of $1 million a year in the southwestern Oregon counties. And over our last 21 years, I think we've given just about shy of 19 million.
Wow, okay, so almost $1 million a year going back 2 decades. That's
right.
Pretty impressive.
It is.
Okay, and so you mentioned kind of your service area, for lack of a better word. How do you prioritize? I imagine there's lots of nonprofits and other organizations that come to the foundation as organizations do for grants. Right. How do you prioritize where you're gonna put your money?
Well, you know, there is no formula for our grant making. We say there's a lot of gray area. There are many nonprofits throughout southwestern Oregon that are really stellar and just doing a fabulous job. And we do what we call responsive grant making. And so nonprofit organizations come to us and say, this is our project and this is what we're doing and we would really like some help with that. And the Cow Creek Tribe and the Cow Creek Foundation are happy to be partners with so many of those nonprofits. And so when, you know, there are certain times when Jackson County might get more money than Douglas County, sometimes Lane County, for example, in January, our awards in January got the lion's share. Mm-hmm. And so it just depends on who's walking through the door and presenting their nonprofits.
Okay, and obviously mentioned that it's the Cow Creek Umpqua Tribe of Indians connected to the foundation, of course.
Correct.
How did it get started? How long has it been in operation?
Well, it started in 1997, and then we started giving funding out in 1998. And it's a pact with the state because of our Seven Feathers Casino. Mm-hmm. Many tribes in Oregon, I think actually all tribes in Oregon, are supposed to have a pact with the state wherein they give a certain percent of net proceeds back to the communities. Mm. And the Cow Creek Tribe was the first tribe to sign that pact with the state of Oregon and proudly gives back to the community.
Okay, very good. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Much more in just a moment. Stay with us. Welcome back to our 5 on 5. We're here again with Carma Mornarich from the Executive Director, of the Cow Creek Umpqua Indian Foundation. Has the mission of the foundation changed in the last 2 decades?
You know, it has not really. We've been focusing on food and family for a very long time. Actually, back into the earliest of history when the pioneers were coming over the Applegate Trail and other ways to get into the southwestern Oregon valleys. Mm-hmm. The tribe was there to welcome them, to share their food, to share their ways of hunting, where to gather, and help them fix their wagons and either move on or stay. So the tribe has really carried on that tradition through into the foundation. And, you know, back in the global collapse of, what was it, 2008, mm-hmm. The foundation really pumped up its focus on basic needs, food and shelter. Okay. Because, you know, we asked the question, how does somebody get an education when they're just starving? And so if we get somebody with food in their belly, they're going to have more of an ability to get out and find a job or make sure their kids get their medicines or mm-hmm. get to school and not have to have those worries about food. And so we've prioritized basic needs, and then we also focus on abuse prevention as well as education, health and wellness, and then community support, which is a broader community focus.
Okay, and I'm curious about the process. Obviously, I think you said 7 Southwest Oregon counties or areas, service area. It's a large area. It's a lot of wonderful nonprofits coming mm-hmm. to you, your organization, your board for you know, grant requests. Mm-hmm. How do you go through the process of sifting through those applications, and is that, you know, can you break that down for us?
Sure, absolutely. So all of our applications are online through our website, and then folks can call also and talk it through with me if they'd like to. And then we have a small staff that calls each nonprofit, talks with them or sends them emails, asks them questions. We like to get to know our partners on a personal basis, get to know who they are, what they're doing, the clients that they're serving. We really want to take an interest in the community and how the tribe can hold hands with them and help them do their job. So we do an in-depth look, and then we go to the Cow Creek Foundation board, and the board makes the decisions. Usually we're able to fund about half of the requests that we receive, and then we distribute the checks at a community ceremony at Seven Feathers, where we invite all the grantees to come and share a little bit about their organization and how the money is going to benefit them.
Okay, perfect. Great to see you. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
All right, stay with us. We'll be right back.